you pick your favorites of the season, or at least your most notables.
Yeah, and actually it was a tough list to whittle down because there were so many notable things this hurricane season. Number 5 though is Hawaii, believe it or not. Hawaii was the. And number 4 would be the late start to the Eastern Pacific hurricane season. We didn't have our first named storm in the Eastern Pacific until July. So as I set this graphic,
Now we got into the top 3, and number 3 is a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, the record warmth in the Gulf of Mexico. When you look at the amount of how hot the Gulf was, there are spots in Tampa this year that there was a gauge there that measured 95 degrees in the water.
Wow, that's
spa
water. That's
crazy.
A hot tub.
Yeah, so incredible.
Jumping to number 2, I know you want to talk about HERMINE or.
Wow.
This is a state that, on average, sees a landfall every other year, so a pretty incredible story.
Yeah, so ended that long drought. And then, of course, number 1 was our Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah, it's Hurricane Matthew. I got a list of superlatives here.
Intensification to the effects in Florida, even though you didn't necessarily see the center. It was scary stuff there across the southeast.
It's prime fishing season for halibut in Alaska, and what one man has caught could be a record holder. In Glacier Bay in southern Alaska, a 76-year-old California man caught a monstrous 482-pound halibut. The fish was 95 inches long, reports the Associated Press. Angler Jack McGuire would hold the world record for the largest halibut ever caught. But since it was shot and harpooned, it doesn't qualify as a catch, according to the International Game Fish Association. The fish he caught will yield about 225 pounds of fillets, says Steve Brown, co-owner of the Alaska Anglers Inn of Glacier Bay, and the organizers of McGuire's fishing trip. Sounds like he needs to find a ton of halibut recipes. I'm Matt Sampson, the Weather Channel.